Hi everybody, I'm here with Dana Winkler, my customer today at John Sadler's Auto Repair, and she has a Honda CR-V in 1998 with a 2.0 liter engine. Now, I've been working for Dana since 2006 with different issues on her car over the years, and today we're talking about an oil leak because that's the problem. She came to me and on December 6th of 2013, and she had gone the week before on November 27th of 2013 to Walmart to get a free oil change. And the reason she told me she's getting the free oil change is the fact that Walmart's manager, when she was there the time before for the oil change, took her keys and went to lunch for an hour. Then when she came back, she had to wait there for an hour and was late to work due to their negligence. So they said, we'll make it up to you, Ms. Winkler, by giving you a free oil change, which actually turned out not to be free at all. So what I'm kind of making this video for is a representation of facts, is that when they changed her oil, the oil filter, when they took the filter off, they dumped oil everywhere, all over the side of the engine, all over the axle, all over the housing, and all over the top of the primary oxygen sensor. You can come take a little close-up view of that. And so you can see all the oil that's inside of here. Well, that damaged this sensor. So she came to me because the check engine light was on. So there was a 9-day period between the time of the oil change and the time of the vehicle coming to my repair facility. Since 2006, when I've been working on this vehicle, up until the time of December 6th of 2013, she comes here anywhere from 6 to 10,000, 12,000 mile intervals for mechanical work, not for oil changes. She usually has Walmart do those. This particular time, they spilled oil all over the side of the car when they took the filter off and damaged the sensor. So I put it all in writing for her, and I told her the best thing she could do is call the Bureau of Automotive Repair for the state of California and ask them for help, because Walmart obviously didn't do her any favors. They've already injured her twice now and caused her to be late for work and caused her significant financial hardship. Now she's called me back again because she contacted the Bureau of Automotive Repair. And the Bureau of Automotive Repair sent her a letter recently saying how you like the service. She didn't even know the case was closed. The representative sent her off someplace else to talk to Walmart, and then she talked to a lady on the phone and called me almost in tears several days ago. And that's why we're making this video, so Dana can explain to you a little bit further of how the Bureau of Automotive Repair and how Walmart Corporation has treated her to this point. So go ahead, Dana.
Yes, I talked to Megan Edwards with the representative for Walmart, and she basically told me that she didn't really understand the damage that could have been done from the time that they got the report, which was on March 5th, 2014. But when I really contacted the Bureau of Automotive first, so she wasn't understanding that, and she wasn't also understanding why I was coming back excited to get a free oil change that really wasn't free. But she was very rude to me. She was just bringing up the points of, oh wow, you were late for work, it's not like they stole your keys. To me that's a big deal, even that if they take your keys, we don't want to trust people that just take things. So by getting this free oil change, like John has said, basically it has turned into a greater issue than it needs to be, and especially with this lady, Megan, that tried to help me, did not help me at all, and was very, very rude, and at that point, I'm going to court to kind of fight this.
And then kind of explain a little bit, what was the kind of the things when you talked to when the manager gave you the keys back, when he took them the first time, he just said, oh, I'm sorry, or something like that?
He never even came to me actually and apologized. It was another person that came and gave me a free oil change. It was a lady that was working there at the time at Walmart and said, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I don't even think that information should have been probably told to me, but it was. And
so kind of what you're looking at here is Walmart Corporation and their management failing to help consumers. I don't know of any place that I've worked at in the last 39 years, and having my own business for 17 now, that they just take the customer's keys and just go to lunch, and they don't, he obviously has a cell phone, they could have called him. So it's just pretty negligent. And then it's kind of insult to injury how they're treating her now when she calls the lady, and she told her things, did she tell you things like, well, your car's old, it probably has an oil leak, or?
Yes.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, she said that my vehicle's old, and there could have been an oil leak, because she did watch the video that we posted from John's with the oil leak evidence, and she said that it could have been an oil leak, it could have been, you know, all these things. There was oil all over the video, but if it was an oil leak, John would have told me.
And that's a good point, Dana. See, we made a video the same day we did the oil service, not the oil service, excuse me, when she came in for the check engine light. And so when I spawned the diagnostic code and it talked about catalyst deficiency, well, it has to get information from the primary oxygen sensor. If the primary oxygen sensor is full of oil, it's not going to get the correct information. So that's when I found all the oil everywhere. So I made a video of it, documenting the fact of what happened to the vehicle. I've got a long history with the vehicle since 2006. It never has oil all over the side of it like that. 9 days had gone by since Walmart had worked on the vehicle. So it's pretty much a cut and dry case if you look at just what the facts are. And so that's what we're trying to stick with the facts. And that's why we asked the Bureau of Automobile Repair for help. So when Dana called and told me that the Bureau wasn't helping her whatsoever and George didn't help her, and they sent a letter for a survey, I asked her to call David Winkowski, one of the head people in charge at the Bureau, and also the director of the Bureau of Automobile Repair, and file complaints against them for not doing their job. Their job in the state of California is to help the consumer. I've been studying them people for years and years and years for help with their vehicles. Most of the time they do a pretty good job. This time I think they dropped the ball pretty significantly by not helping my consumer whatsoever. She had to go to Walmart and they had her fill out some kind of form, and it got to the point with this lady calling back and saying, well, you haven't done anything, why is all this time gone by? Why didn't you come to us first? Well, why would you go to somebody first when they take your keys and go to lunch and don't respond and just leave you hanging there? And then the person that took your keys won't even apologize to you, some other lady comes to you. Then they say you're getting a free oil change. Well, they actually charged her for the oil and gave her free labor. Then 9 days later, it cost her $318 for that oil change. Then she calls the Bureau of Automobile Repair and asks them for help. So obviously the ball got dropped there too. She didn't get help there. So now we're at the point we're making this video so the whole world can see how Walmart Corporation, how the state of California Bureau of Automobile Repair has treated Miss Dana Winkler. You know, it's crazy. Nobody wants to stick up for anybody. Nobody wants to get involved. Everyone wants to just go away. Oh, sorry that happened to you. They didn't even tell her that. They said probably prior damage to your car is old. They got her to the point where she was in tears when she called me. We've also called KUSI News. We've called Michael Turco because he seems to get a lot of things done. And she has 2 calls into the people at the Bureau of Automobile Repair, and we're waiting for calls back from them. Because this is an issue, we're not going to let it go away. We're probably going to end up in court over it, but we want the whole world to know what the facts are, how these big corporations start pushing people around and get them almost in tears and take money from them and then turn around and blame it on them. Do you have anything you want to add to? I
think we nailed it.
So thanks very much for watching. We're going to keep some follow-up videos on this, and we're going to let you know it's hard to find a good mechanic, it's hard to find a good customer, and when you find those two together, that's why I help my customers so we can make this world hopefully a better place and make people accountable for their actions. So far they're not accountable for their actions whatsoever, so we're going to keep more videos posted and let the whole world know how this is going. Thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day.